Hello and welcome back again to Stupid Boy UFC. I'm just rating three of the famous mixed martial arts YouTubers and what I like about them, what I dislike about them, and I'm not going to do any favors.
Oh my goodness, stupid boy. Did I even comment on your video? You know what? You know what? I was literally watching one of your videos the other day. Not the other day, this morning. What am I saying? Stupid boy in the chat. That's the name of your channel. I stumbled upon one of your videos. I forget what it was about, but I liked it. I gave it a watch earlier today.
The first person that I'm going to talk about, Kyle slash Mason, one of the most famous mixed martial arts YouTubers. Most of the people that I have met say that he is racist. A little. I will give him a pass on that. The reason is he is a white, uneducated man from London. What do you expect? If you are expecting him not to be a racist, then you are wrong. So it's okay. Type of racist stuff that he does, it's okay. Now focus on the other things like whether he is entertaining. And I think it's just the shock factor about what he's about to say and he accuses UFC mixed martial artist of certain things, like he is allowed to accuse Izzy of certain things that he accused Izzy of. He's absolutely allowed to trash someone like Mike Goddard, who is, I think, one of the worst referee in the UFC. So in that sense, I absolutely agree with Kyle or Mason. That's what his real name is. So I am going to call him that. But I would say certain things that I don't like. Apart from him, I gave him a pass that he can be a little bit racist because he is white, uneducated man. But the thing is, I will say certain things that everyone accuses my boy Lucas Tracy having bad takes. I will talk about the bias that is evident in is some of his picks, like he picks Cameron Simon against Peyton Tablet. Like, it's absolutely crazy that he predicted that Peyton Tablet is not going to knock out Cameron Simon, that Cameron Simon can win somehow against Peyton Tablet, just because he's boys with Cameron Simon, just because he has flown to South Africa, just because he has gone to South Africa and was cool with the boys, with Dricus du Plessis and Peyton Tablet. That biasness that he had when he said that Dricus du Plessis won against Sean Strickland in that fight, when we all clearly know that Sean Strickland won that fight and Dricus du Plessis lost that fight. That's all I'm going to say. These are the bad things about Kyle slash Mason, but I would say that I am addicted to watch him because his videos are absolutely based and funny, and I enjoy watching him. I gave him a pass for being racist, and that's it. I don't usually don't watch people just because they are racist. I watch them if they are funny. So I watch him, and he's absolutely funny, and the certain things and his expressions, those are the coolest expressions in the world of mixed martial arts YouTubers. I tried doing expressions, but as you can see with my crazy accent, I cannot even do a proper English accent. I can't even, like, I cannot do accents and I cannot do these things that he is doing. And I think on his live streams, those are the things that is making him famous and that is making him look funnier, although that um, just amplifies some of the racist mentality that he has. But I will give him a pass. Like I said, I will give him a pass. Now we are going to talk about my most favorite. Oh, I shouldn't have said that, because if I say, then it will expose me for having a kind of a bias against someone like Lucas Tracy. He is my favorite. I said it again. He is one of the good mixed martial arts YouTubers, and I think I absolutely like the way that he is humble enough to accept most of his picks are wrong. No, absolutely not. He never accepts that his picks are wrong, but he promoted me. I mean, he didn't. He took my name on his live stream, and I absolutely I'm absolutely glazing him right now. Like, he is Flucus Glazy and I'm glazing Flucus Glazy because he glazed me on his live stream. He just weird energy, but I would say he is also one of the most funniest YouTubers, just because of the things that he says, just because of his coping mechanisms. He predicted Trick Benoit Saint Denis to win against Dustin Poirier. It's absolutely trash thing to do, and I kind of made a YouTube video that I got attention on, got few subscribers from it. I don't even have 500 subscribers, so I got certain number of views, and I said that it was one of the worst takes in the UFC history. Poirier will easily knock out Benoit Saint Denis, and that is the reason why I got many views and I trashed Lucas Tracy. But Lucas Tracy is one of those, like, he has such fun when he makes YouTube videos. He laughs in a very natural way. He was recently trashed by Dana White. Dana White literally literally trashed him by one of his Instagram videos of because Lucas Tracy said certain thing about Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje and initially and said trashed UFC 300. So Dana White trashed. Now I will talk about Ariel Helwani, the first, I think, mixed martial arts YouTuber, and that's the only thing that I think I will give him credit for. I think he's the first mixed martial arts journalist, although there were more journalists in earlier time, but in this era, I think, in this modern era, uh, I think Ariel Helwani is the pioneer of mixed martial arts journalism, and that's enough of the good things that I'm about to say. This quote that people say, that this man is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Ariel Helwani is a worm in sheep's clothing. That the way that he's trying to bring down UFC, trying to start fights between the UFC president Dana White and all these other famous uh, personalities in the UFC. Like, he's trying to start a fight between Conor McGregor and Dana White. Nearly robbed us of Conor McGregor returning to the UFC just because he is glazing Conor too much. Just the way that he glazed Francis Ngannou, hyping him up that you can win this much amount of money when you debut in the boxing and all that. But is it really that these mixed martial arts YouTubers just going to the boxing and just losing, getting knocked out, is it good for the sports? Yes, it's good for them to earn money, but it's not even that. If Francis Ngannou was staying in the UFC, I think he would have knocked Stipe out again. He would have knocked John Jones out, and he could have won 8 millions. I mean, 8 million was the money that Dana White was about to give Francis Ngannou. So if he would have stayed in the UFC, he would have made more money because now his stock is plummeting. The way that he got knocked out against Anthony Joshua and Ariel Helwani, I know Ariel Helwani knows that Francis Ngannou is getting knocked out if he tries boxing with Anthony Joshua. It's just clear. And I think he's knowledgeable enough because he's been in this sport for a very long time. So I think he knows that Francis Ngannou is going to get knocked out. But still, he hyped up Francis Ngannou. He just start fights between Dana White and he just tried to become a worm and then just glaze people who are about to fight with the UFC, and all the time he's trying to do that, and he will just make Conor McGregor leave the UFC. So he's a worm in sheep's clothing. So this is what I had for this video. I was about to sleep, as you can see with my eyes, but I just made this video. If you like the content, please check out my Patreon, where I absolutely do nothing, but it's a it's a way of supporting my channel so that I can increase the production quality, so that I can improve the production quality. You can see that my English is not that good. My English is my third language, so I'm just trying to have friends who watch UFC because I have no friends who watch UFC in real life. So just trying to have people to talk about UFC, and that's why I started this YouTube channel. So if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe.